end zone. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Andrew. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. And here comes the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country, and how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
Punt is on its way. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. And now this offense will take the field again. The give on the inside. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Snagged in the middle. It's Ross. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Sends it back in motion. Red pass, it's complete. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Here's the handoff. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Dropping back, it's Andrew. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. Looking to throw. Going for 6. And it's a touchdown. Puts 6 on the board.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They march 78 yards down the field. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking downfield on first down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Richmond. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Quarterback running on the draw.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Wants to throw. It's Duff. Grab near the sticks. It's Moore. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Gives it to the back on the draw. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Richmond. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Looking to throw on first down. He caught it. Snags it with his sticky fingers and strolls.
He can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point is good. They march 79 yards on the drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Richmond. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Andrew. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Wants to throw it. Under fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Morris. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground and cover to pick up the first. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. A strike downfield. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, it's Andrew. Grabbed in the middle, it's Richmond. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They'll run it. It's Morris. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Wants to go up top. Looking to get it in. And he's got a touchdown. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
Personal foul. Roughing the kick. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy.
Breaks into the open. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Going with the ground game left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Duff. The quick out. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
A loss of 8 yards on the play. Second down.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period will be a second down. That's caught. It's Richmond. Finds a crease at the 20. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got his man quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to throw, it's Duff. Makes the grab on the left. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Well, with hindsight being what it is, 2020, you might have been better off just to try to get the yard. Instead, you really put yourself in a bad situation just eating it on that blitz.
Maybe just being a little too aggressive offensively, right, Reese? I mean, you're in a 3rd and 1 situation. Everybody in the stadium's expecting you to hand it off, so you try to sneak one by the defense and maybe take a shot. But the defense, they were one step ahead, dialing up the blitz and getting home for the sack.
Good right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll run play action. Finds his man. It's Richmond. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
It's complete. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Andrew. Quickly to the tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The offense in hurry-up mode.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
A little screen to the running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Just keeps slinging it. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Got it behind the line. It's Morris. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Off play action on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. They'll move the tight end. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. So they couldn't get it done on third down. Now they'll line up in punt formation. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll go back to work on offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Back to pass, it's Andrew. Finds his big tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 27. Looking to throw for it. And a missed connection on third down. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He's got his man.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They want to run it left here. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. Quick release on the RPO. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside. Defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping on sides all the time.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking downfield, it's Duff. Catch in the middle, it's Ross. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Jukes his way for more. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. From the gun. It's complete to the left. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Back to pass. Looking for the goal line. He's got it in. He goes into the end zone for the touchdown.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew the this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense in a split backfield. They'll send the back in motion. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Scanning the field, it's Andrew. Hauls it in. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ross. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Caught behind the line. It's Richmond. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside. Defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
From the gun, the running back has it. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Got a man, it's Moore. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Ross. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. To the air on 2nd down. Got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. The give out of the gun. There he goes. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Leaves it with the running back. Makes a man miss. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground. Looking to pass. It's Andrew. And he just threw that one away. Safe move. Didn't see anything. Lived to play another play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide out trying to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Safe completion on the screen. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'll try to run it in. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
In a 4th and goal situation, bring in the beef. The goal line package, all the heavy guys, the tight ends, and just pound the rock when you need it. Running back falling forward, getting a touchdown. Offense just went big on your booty.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Slithers into space. Turning it on. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Duff. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Ross. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. Pulls it in and takes it in for a touchdown.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Baxter. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Makes the catch. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
Bringing it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. The sure hands, it's Moore. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. They'll go to the ground. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Now they'll run the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the cutbacks here. Gets the back moving. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quickly out to the tight end.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Oh, he's got some space. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Richmond. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. They go to the ground. Sweet cut there. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. It'll be a draw. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And after yet another 3rd down conversion, they've got it 1st and goal. And they're in for a touchdown. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's in open space downfield. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Andrew. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Richmond. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Oh, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the 1st. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The offense lining up for a 1st down play.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Wide open downfield. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Tempo and overdrive. From the red zone, looking for a man. Quick strike complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. They'll run it from the gun. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Touch pass on the jet sweep. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Back to throw, it's Duff. Right on the money.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Catch in the middle, it's Ross. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Richmond. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Gonna look downfield again. Pulls it in. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. At the 20, he's got space. And he's in for the score. Touchdown.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1. Not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Snags it quickly on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Andrew. Caught in the backfield, it's Morris. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quick completion on the out route. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Looking for a crease to the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Using the quick game. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the 1st down. The kick is on its way. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Richmond. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Got his man downfield. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Back to pass. It's Andrew. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Now they'll run it to the right here. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Morris. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Sneaks into the end zone.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Baxter. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the offense onto the field again. QB draw.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of it.
He lobs one high down the left side. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Richmond. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. Gets it, and he's got a touchdown.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looking for a man, it's Andrew. Grabbed over the middle, it's Ross. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle, it's Ross. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. It's a draw. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll try to pop the draw. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. The inside handoff. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Moore. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Ross. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Got 8 on 1st down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Morris. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Dropping back, it's Andrew. Makes the catch. And it'll be a touchdown. for that score, considering last rites. Now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Going right to work up top. Got it in the middle. It's Ross. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Hand off from the shotgun. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Duff. Punts it out of the air. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. Pulls it and fires to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Snagged in the middle. It's Ross. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating the ball down the field. To the end zone. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. But getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They'll try the run. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Makes the grab, it's Morris. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking downfield, it's Andrew. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defense
Breaks into the open. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Catch in the middle. It's Richmond. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Wants to throw again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ross. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. New set of downs after the completion. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Going to swing it on second down. He's got the back in the middle. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. To throw, it's Andrew. Swings it out to the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Throws to the wideout. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. No good. A missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game, still sitting at 10. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The handoff keeps working on that clock. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Not much cooking on that drive, and now they'll hope to flip the field with this punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.